Again, if you're just joining us right now at 10:59, this is the pursuit that comes out of a bank robbery that happened at a Bank of America on Soledad Canyon in Santa Clarita. This is the suspect getaway vehicle, according to LA County Sheriff's. It looks like the suspect vehicle taking a left turn now. We were just on Vermont. Where are we turning now, Mark?
Frank, I don't have a street for you here, but I will try and get one for you here. We're talking to LA Tower, and we're trying to get over to the Harbor Freeway. They have restricted us east of this situation here, and apparently there is money being thrown out of the vehicle here. So the suspect or suspects are throwing money out of the vehicle here. It appears that we may have an additional suspect in the back. So not only the driver, but we do have one additional suspect who may be in the back of that black SUV.
Yeah, we can see that, Mark, and the windows are open. There goes some more being thrown out the window. We assume that that's money being thrown out the back of the vehicle. That's got to be a first for us in many years of covering pursuits. This time we have bank robbery suspects who are taking the money that sheriff's investigators say they stole from a Bank of America in Santa Clarita and now throwing it out the window. The good news, if there is any here, is that we now have a confirmation, and law enforcement has a confirmation that you have at least a second suspect in the back seat of this vehicle. Tinted windows, and those windows are down. That might be helpful as the investigators and officers and deputies come to get these suspects. But you just saw it again right there. They seem to be throwing the money out of the vehicle. For what purpose? Who knows? I mean, who can get inside of these persons' heads? But there it goes again. Money being thrown out of the vehicle. Mark, I know you're dealing with the approach to LAX there, and it's a difficult area to fly. But if you can, tell us where these folks are right now.
Yeah, these guys, Frank, are just about a block west of the 110 freeway on Hoover Street, moving southbound now. It seems for the past couple of minutes ago they've been kind of concentrating in a particular section of South LA here, just on the west side of the Harbor Freeway, just about just south of MLK and right about Hoover. Now, as I even say this, he's moving southbound on Hoover again at a very high rate of speed. And who knows why this guy's these guys are throwing money out of the window here. Maybe it's a sign of resignation, that maybe they feel that they may be caught, or who knows. But this guy is just kind of maneuvering around on the west side of the Harbor Freeway here by about a block, just west of Hoover.
Yeah, you try to get inside the head of people who are doing something irrational like this. Maybe they think that by getting rid of the money they can either distract the law enforcement, or they think they can suggest that, well, we didn't rob a bank because we don't have the money in the vehicle. Who knows? But at some point they will either have to give up, or this pursuit will end, and they have to know, if they have half a brain, that this is all being videotaped, it's all being shown live right now, and that law enforcement is able to track every step of this pursuit. Mark Cono telling us that this is around west of the 110 freeway, in and around Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and Hoover Street. We've made a few turns now. Mark, are they still moving in a southern direction? We saw some more money just being thrown out the window, or are they going north?
You know what, right now, Frank, believe it or not, they are moving west. They're moving west, and on what street we'll find out in just a moment here. He just turned west from Vermont and is moving away from us now. Unfortunately, the LA Tower has restricted us to the 110 freeway here, so we are going to make our way around and see if we could get around to get a better shot of this situation here. But again, moving westbound at a very high rate of speed here, this suspect continues to throw money out of the window here, and we understand now there is confirmation of two suspects, the driver, obviously, and then an additional suspect in the back who was actually throwing money out. So not making his way south. He was for a short time in a circular pattern just south of USC, right near the intersection of Hoover and MLK. But now the suspect has opted to move westbound now. In a couple of miles he'll be in sort of the Lamert Park, Crenshaw area here. But here he is moving westbound and cutting through some construction cones here, continuing westbound.
We have noticed that the money gets thrown out when the suspects are near people. You saw some people running toward that money just now. It looked like another object of some kind just went out the window. You again can't can't get into their minds. Are they trying to throw the money at the people with hopes that they'll run out and get the money and somehow impede the pursuit, get in the way of police officers who are trying to pursue? Are they trying to just give the money away to people on the street? We don't know. But what we do know is that this pursuit has been happening now for well over a half an hour. Started in Santa Clarita at a Bank of America after a bank robbery there. Law enforcement on this suspect vehicle almost immediately, and they've been pursuing it now. It went into the San Gabriel Valley, went through Pasadena, went through South Pasadena, down the 110 freeway, through Highland Park, through downtown Los Angeles, through the MacArthur Park area, and now into